Basketball dad LaVar Ball, no stranger to controversy, often courts it, and announcing now that he is pulling his son, LiAngelo, out of the UCLA basketball team. This comes 1 month after his son was arrested for shoplifting in China. He was released, as you'll all remember. President Trump says he spoke to the Chinese president and helped get him out. Ball didn't buy it and is now unhappy with how the university handled the fallout. LaVar Ball, out in the west coast of California, woke up just to be on New Day this morning. Mr. Ball, thank you for taking the opportunity.
Chromo, thank you. What's going on?
Admit you missed me first.
You know I missed you, man. Come on. Chromo, you're a wild guy, man. I like your style, though.
Listen, I like that you don't even have a shot at saying my name the right way. I want you to know that. I've learned to embrace it, and I'm okay with it now. It took me a while, but you can now call me whatever you want.
Chromo, you the best, man. Come on, man.
There it is. Thank you for getting it straight. It matters to my mother. All right, now, the fallout from the last interview. Mr. Ball, when you had to deal with taking on the President of the United States, what happened after it? After the interview you did on CNN, it was viral, it was all over the place, there were all these opinions. What do you think it meant for you, for your business, for your family?
Well, it was just an opinion, and like I said, man, 50% of the people are going to like it, and 50% is going to be like, man, that dude's ungrateful. But it's okay, because it's not going to stop me from doing what I do.
Did you learn anything since then about what the president did to help get your son out of trouble?
I haven't learned anything. It was just a conversation we had, and that was it. I even sent him a pair, the ZO2s. Come on now.
You sent the president a pair of sneakers?
Red, white, and blue. Show you that I sent him 3 pairs.
3 pairs?
Red, white, and blue. Show him that we patriotic. Yes.
Did you get a thank you?
The ZO2s ease him up a little bit. And didn't get a thank you. But I ain't going to stress it out.
You don't seem that happy.
1600 Pennsylvania. The shoes are there.
What was the address? Did you get it right? You didn't say 1500, did you? 1600.
I said 1600 Pennsylvania. They should have had them shoes by now.
Did you send them?
You know what? Somebody, they're a hot item.
Did you send them return receipt requested?
No.
That was your mistake. Because we don't know if the president got the shoes, so we don't know whether or not he refused to say thank you.
He shoes. He know he got them shoes, and I tell you what, behind closed doors, I think he got them on his feet just dancing.
Are they?
And you know what song he's singing?
What song?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That is not a real song.
That's what song he's singing.
That is not a song.
They just made one.
You made that up, and it is not a real song.
Hey, he got a new song. It's just for him.
So you're saying there was no blowback afterwards? It didn't hurt business? You don't think it changed people's perceptions of you?
No, I don't think it changed. People already got their perception of me.
They have it right or they have it wrong?
It's either good or bad. Well, some people got it right and some people got it wrong. The ones who got it wrong, I don't worry about it. But the ones who got it right, they rolling with the big baller brand. Hey, we good.
LiAngelo is a talented young man. He's got a lot of assets on the court. Why would you pull him off the UCLA basketball team?
Because we got the NCAA holding back where they waiting 2 and 3 months to tell him if he can play or not. That's one of the main reasons he went to UCLA is to play basketball. That's his passion. And for them to prolong this and go on, it's ridiculous to me.
Are they holding him
in China?
Are they holding him to a different standard than the other players? My understanding is that this is what they're doing with all the players, not just LiAngelo.
This is what they're doing with all the players. But look, what happened to them, it's been long enough punishment.
Says who?
I mean, we got to hold it. Look at these. These coaches is making a grip of money. We got to be mindful now that they could be under this too, on the fact that they got to hold a little accountability.
Well, that's fine. I mean, look, they're there. They're there to oversee these kids, as big as they are, as strong as they are. They're still kids. But, you know, they stole something.
Exactly.
They stole several things.
Yes.
That's a crime.
I don't think it should be that deadly to them where, okay, over there in China, they dropped the charges.
Lucky for you.
Okay, I think the boys have learned their lesson. Yes, they learned their lesson. I'm always lucky, so that's okay. But they learned their lesson, and now it's a harsher treatment over here.
But when we look at what the NCAA comes down on and what schools come down on.
Everybody is perfect.
But hold on, LaVar. When we look at what the NCAA takes action on, what UCLA has taken action on, these kinds of charges, they get taken very seriously. Kids get thrown off teams for less.
They take it very seriously, yes. But look, China already forgave the boys, and they returned it. I mean, why else are we still manhandling them as far as keeping them from playing sports, taking their meal passes, taking their stuff where they can't practice in the facility? I mean, come on.
Because they broke the law, and you got to send a message that the university stands for certain values.
Yeah, okay, you already sent the message. They already apologized. They already did all that. So what are we holding on to make a point for what? They've already been forgiven over there. So what's the big deal? So I'm saying is, let's get back over here and start their lives back. I think they had enough, but to just prolong it, I tell you what, Big Baller Brand, we ain't sitting back and letting them determine if my boy gonna play basketball. We'll just go a different route, and we got some other opportunities we're gonna invest in.
You worried about compromising his future? UCLA is a great ticket for him. It's a great education.
Going forward with his future. With a great education of what? Now, if my boy wanted to be the smartest guy in the room, yes. We got at UCLA, we got to wait back and say, wow. But to be the world's greatest basketball player, man, it's not rocket scientist. Either you got the talent or you don't.
All right, but this is a tough call. I mean, what message are you sending?
We're not going to sit back.
What message are you sending to LiAngelo about what matters in his life? What about his education?
You know what I'm telling him? I'm saying this. If a person going to sit back and hold you back, don't sit back and just do nothing.
But what about?
Full steam ahead.
But you got to pay the price. You got to pay the price when you make a mistake in life.
We already paid the price. We already paid the price. We paid our price. You pay your price. You guys ain't going to sit back and let the whole season go by and don't let them play anyway. So I'm not going to sit back and wait for a person to say, you know what, I think we're going to let you guys play now because you've did a pretty good job of we making a point to make these three guys sit back. You guys are the people that we're going to make this.
Well, you're not helping him by going at the university. Wow. You said UCLA is worse than jail in China.
UCLA is not going to bring my boy down. And that's what? They're not going to go and say UCLA made Jello's future. No. We're going to go a different route.
But what I'm saying is this.
These coaches make a lot of money.
I know they make a lot of money, but that's not the point.
There's no accountability to them.
Well, they didn't steal the stuff.
They got guidance. Why you let them out? Chaperone. Shoot, don't tell me you take them over there and just let them loose. Shoot, no, ain't nobody going out. Keep everybody in the room, then what? Nothing. But you ain't got nobody being accountable for that. So when something happens, guess what? Let's stand up to bat and say, you know what? You're the coach. You're the staff. They did enough. Let's go. Let them play, and we good. On the fact that it shows that they genuinely apologized and admitted that they had made a mistake. But you shouldn't hang them on the cross for this long for that.
When you talk to
it's not only embarrassing. It's okay. A kid wants to play basketball all their life, and you take that away from them. That's worse than jail. Come on, man. They know they did it, and it's up in their head. So that's enough punishment for enough, because they know they let their families down and stuff like that. Why should we as parents and adults keep jumping on them? It's not like we all just went through life without making any mistakes.
It's true, but paying for him is part of the lesson. What does your son say about this? Is he okay with your call?
When do they have to learn the lesson?
No,
when do you have to learn the lesson?
I get what you're saying, but they're under the rules of an institution. They represent that institution.
Right.
They now have to abide by what that institution's standards are. What does your son think about your move of yanking him?
So the institution is not going to be lenient at all. They're not going to help the kids out at all.
Well, they could have kicked him off the team.
If a person makes a mistake, guess what?
They could have kicked him off the team. They could have.
Guess what? They did. They're off the team. They're not practicing. Don't sugarcoat it.
Right, but it's not permanent.
They're off the team. They don't even have a meal card.
It's not permanent, though.
You know what is not permanent? It's permanent. The season going to be over by the time they say, you know what, we're going to let you play. And guess what? You're not going to let them play. You're going to put on a uniform and sit them on the bench.
What does your son think about you pulling him off the team?
Well, he doesn't think anything. He said, my dad's going to do the right choice. We're on the same page, trust me. We was going to be one and done anyway. So we're not going to sit back and wait for no institution to tell us what we're going to do. They don't stop. They're not controlling my boy's future.
Help me understand something. I don't get where your righteousness is coming from on this. Your son broke the law.
You don't get where my righteousness is coming from?
Yeah, that's why I want to talk about it a little bit. He broke the law.
He was forgiven over
He got
there.
let go by the Chinese authorities because the president helped him out. You don't accept the president's help.
If you say
then the NCAA wants to look at the behavior, and you say you don't like that they're reviewing the behavior this long. You know, where's your...
How long does it take to review the behavior?
They got to think about it.
How long does it take to review a behavior?
They got to think about it. These are serious charges. These are multiple thefts.
They must be pretty dumb if it take them that long to think. Maybe
the time was giving the benefit of the doubt to your son. They were letting some time go by so it'd be okay that they let him play again, because a lot of people will say, how could he play?
Okay.
How could they let him play? A lot of people wouldn't like that decision.
A lot of people that don't matter. A lot of people, so what? They're not playing. They're not on staff. There's a lot of people that do like the decision too. Why are we not talking to them people?
What do the UCLA coaches say to you?
For months and months and months.
Well, it hasn't been that long.
UCLA is supposed to say, man, that situation is done. That's what they're supposed to say. You know what? They're a week back. Let them play now. Let them play now. You know what? A disciplinary action is still a disciplinary action, no matter how long it is. It could be for 1 day, 2 days, 4 years. It's still a disciplinary action. And by holding the boys out for over a week or whatever, and they apologize for what they've done, they understand it was a mistake, to hold them back 5 and 6 months or whatever, you think that's best? And then you say you guys are lucky? Well, I like to be unlucky.
So you're going to pull your son out. You're going to pursue another path.
No, I'm not going to pull him out. He's gone.
All right, so you pulled him out. And will you reconsider the decision?
Out. I'm not going to reconsider nothing.
Will you send your younger son to UCLA?
For a reason. My younger son is going to UCLA. What's that got to do with him?
No, that's what I'm asking you. I'm saying...
It's a different route. We're talking about Jello. This has nothing to do with Melo.
Are you worried...
This has nothing to do with Melo.
Are you worried that you're going to compromise the relationship with your younger son with how you're talking about the university?
Like I told you before, you think I'm worried? You wrong. I don't worry about nothing. Because I'm good.
But you have to, though, right? I mean, these are your kids. This is their future. It's not just about you and your business. It's about them and their future, right?
Oh, no. It's about me and my boys and their future. And guess what? Guess who guided them where they at now? So they have much trust in what I do and what I say. They're going to follow me even if it's wrong, for the loyalty that I have for my boys.
Well, I'm not questioning your loyalty to your boys. You're their father, and they've done great up to this point. And I appreciate you getting up so early.
Up to this point, and they're going to keep doing it.
Well,
come on, you know how we roll, man. You know deep down inside, you know this ain't right to hold these guys for this long.
That's your opinion.
No, I know you on my side, but you ain't got to tell nobody. We behind closed doors. You cool. I like your style still, you know.
You got upset because I made fun of your feet.
If you was a coach, they'd be playing right now.
Listen, no, hey, you commit multiple thefts, we got a problem, because that's about the whole institution. That's about the team. It's about the message we
do have a problem.
We send about what we want our kids to be about.
That's not the message we sending.
But that's what the university says. But I'm not here to argue a position on it.
What's the message you getting out of this?
The message I'm getting out of it is that you just made a really big move in the life of a young man. That's my message. Taking him off UCLA's basketball team is a big deal for a developing player and a developing person.
That was the biggest move in the world, to take care of them boys to now. And I'm going to keep taking care of them as long as I'm their father. They can be 90 years old, and if I'm living, I'm taking care of them.
Well, let me tell you, if when they're 90, you're still alive,
that's a strong message that I'm sending.
That's going to be impressive. LaVar Ball, thank you for coming on TV all the way from California this early in the morning. I appreciate your perspective on the show, as always.
Thank you, Chromo. We good, man. And, hey, have a good holidays if I don't talk to you and see you, and be safe out there.
The best to your boys, to your wife, and your family. Merry Christmas. Be well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.